My name is Phil Tippett. I'm here at Imagine to show a few films that I've worked on, Voyage of Sinbad, Starship Troopers, and a movie I made called Mad God. I love fantastic fiction because I can't live without it. The first film that I ever saw that got me into this was when I was 6 years old in 1955 watching the original 1933 King Kong. And from there, it all took off. So it's just like everybody, in this festival. It's just in our blood, in our DNA. I mean, we mostly just grew up with this stuff, and it's like a drug. You just can't get enough of it. My favorite fantastic genre is horror because I find that plumbs the depth of the human psyche more accurately than like science fiction, which is a great deal more broad, but horror is a lot more internal. My favorite scary movie is, I've never been scared of the movie. I'll tell you, I can plug The Substance. The Substance was the best movie I've seen of the year, and I thought that was, you know what, there's this thing with horror. There's like a horror humor balance that filmmakers have always been using to, use humor as kind of a catharsis for the horror that goes on. And like evidence of this movie that we watched today, Starship Troopers, has a great deal of blood and gore and crap in it. But Paul Verhoeven and Ed Neumeyer's sensibility was ironic. So it shifted the horrors of war into this, more conceptual space of politics. I would like to live in the fantasy world of peace on earth, goodwill towards men, and the assassination of Donald Trump. My favorite movie character is King Kong, because King Kong was the first monster that I'd ever seen, and it was love at first sight. If I could have one fantastical being as a pet, it would be, that's the kind of question that I don't have an answer for. I don't even know what it means, fantastic creature, the genie in Korda's, what was it? The Jungle Book. No, it wasn't the Jungle Book. It was the other Korda picture. Anyway, the one with the genie. And the genie can grant you all these wishes. So I would like a genie. Generally I don't, but I started taking this medication that was amazing. And it gave you these really amazing dreams where I would get up in the morning, I'd spend an hour writing in like a ledger, and sometimes it would take like an hour. And this is a longer answer than you want, but I'm going to give it to you anyway, which is, so I would write the stuff for, months and months and months, and then I'd go back in a month or two and I would review it. And every so often I would be able to discern that a number of these dreams had a very clear statement at the beginning and a really fuzzy part in the middle, and a conclusion that kind of wrapped up what the statement in the beginning was. And I equivocated that to like the 3 acts of a movie, first, second, and third act, and also to consciousness, where if you have an idea or a thought, a great deal of time you don't know how to interpret that, so you need your unconscious to fill in the blanks, and then your unconscious tells you what to do. And so that to me has indicates, I've talked to Guillermo del Toro a lot about this, was that storytelling is innate within our DNA. How's that for an answer? Can you cut that?
I don't want to cut that.